Hey, hello everyone. How you doing? Good afternoon for the Western Hemisphere. Hello, Kevin. Yeah, nice day for levels, right? Nice day for levels. Hello, Max. Glad my levels have been working for you guys. Hello, Acid. Hello, Diane, Alex, Tito. Hey, Tito, I replied to your email. Not sure if you took a look, but just for you to know. Hello, Declan, Chandru. Hello, Tocayo. Hello, Luis. Hello, Shoki. Trader Dave Trades. Welcome to this community. Brief explanation of what we do here. Uh, we go over SPY, QQQ, and a few other tech names, and we look for different entry models and opportunities of the break and retest strategy using the 1 minute chart. But in the like using the 50-minute chart narrative, so that's kind of the trading plan are using the 50-minute chart. So basically what we do here is we identify potential entries and I share my own trades. I do trade one let's say one version or one tweak of the break and retest. It's called the break retest boom. It's basically a break and retest of a market structure shift to the downside. I only take puts, but I'm also showing different like entry opportunities to the upside, right? So that's basically what we do here. I share my charts every day around 9 a.m. Eastern time. So if you can just like the video, subscribe to the channel, you can come here every day 9 in the morning, and you will see my charts with my key levels for SPY and QQQ only. And I have a link in my website for my trading view levels. So if you just click on it, you can actually copy those levels on your own charts. So that's basically what we do here. And also we tell daft jokes if you like them. We discuss different technical concepts like liquidity, like stop losses, like different things. We also kind of keep track of the economic calendar to prepare for our sessions. And I think that's very much what we do here. So welcome here. Hello, Peters, Rafa, Dipti. Hello, Global. Fulvio, how you doing? Todo bien por acá. All right, guys. So first, let me know who came this morning and took a look of the trading plans. Just send me a Y in the chat if you went if you came this morning, took a look to the trading plans. Please use the chat. All right. Some of you. All right. Well, I'm really happy about this. Yeah, sometimes I kind of have some analytics from YouTube, but sometimes I just don't know who come every day and like take advantage of the key levels, or at least watch at them and like prepare their own trading plans, or just compare my key levels to your key levels. So yeah, so guys, please don't forget every morning, just like some like to the post, or just a few words on the post. That would be awesome. As you can see, if you have any questions, I'm always very responsive. So yeah, just come on, Dion, come on, bro. You need to like every day. So yeah, so just remember that's kind of the only gauge for me to understand if there's actually people just like consuming the content. And I'm happy to do that every day. I'm happy to do that every day. I mean, I'm already doing for myself, but I'm super happy to share with you. We have created a very nice community. So yeah, I'm super happy to share, and I'm even more happy or happier to see that it's working for you guys. So I'm really pumped about that. Well, so hey Randall, oh guys, please help me shoot out to Randall with his first 200% banger. Randall, congratulations, brother. You are doing great. You are doing great. Congratulations there. 200%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. All right. So, what was the trading plan this morning? What was the trading plan this morning? So basically was yes, we broke yesterday 695. So the plan was understanding if we are gonna hold 695, because again, when I share my weekly trading plan, I was like, okay, well, we need to break 695 strong, and with that momentum we're gonna hit 700 and then 705. That actually I've been watching other traders charts. I don't know how to use the Fibonacci tool, but many people say that it's not 705, it's actually 706. I like, like the round numbers, so I was feeling more comfortable saying 705. But first, we need to hold 695, and we failed dramatically today. And my plan was, okay, well, if we fail 697, 696, then we're gonna look for liquidity lower, maybe 695. And if we fail 695, my plan was going all the way to 691, and that's exactly what happened today. That's exactly what happened today. Guys, do you think I have a secret sauce or something? I don't. I don't. I just like to zoom out and look left. As you know, I mostly use the 15-minute chart, but like the 1 hour chart, it's very clear, right? Like, I mean, we have very clear liquidity levels here. So previous all-time highs, previous all-time highs. So yeah, 691. It was oh, look at this. Oh my god. So we already hit 687.50. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. But can you see, guys, how these key levels are working? Can you see how these key levels are working? Again, it's not magic. It's just understanding price action. It's just understanding how buyers and sellers are interacting. And that's it. That's it. I mean, Neto, but you are a bear on the market. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just, like my edge, it's in taking advantage of these pullbacks or these retracements on the higher time frame. But I'm not a bear. I do have a good chunk of my how do you say it? Like my own wealth in stock. So no, I would like to see stock market to go higher. But my edge as a trader, it's just going the other way, right? So I like it because it's kind of like a hedge, right? The days I'm not making money on the stock market with my stocks, I'm actually making money with my options. So that's something that I like. All right. Okay. So now we know the plan. All right. Plan was, okay, well, we need to hold previous day high 697. Well, 696.93. Let's say 697. And if we cannot hold 697, well, let's see 696 or 695. And with these rejections, guys, I really took like an early entry here. I know. Actually, my entry was in a candle that it was kind of reversing. It was like going up, but most of the time, most of this minute, this candle was red. That's why I took my entry right here. But what was my thesis here? Well, it's rejecting this 697, 696. it's rejecting this pre-market low. Pre-market low was a strong key level for me. This pre-market low, this 696 key level was a strong key level for me. So I said like, okay, well, one rejection, two rejections, three rejections. I'm gonna take this one. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. So I opened my position right here, 942, and I took it. I took it all the way to 692.50 or something like this. Yeah, I closed my position on this candle here. No, on the mean reversion here, on this 1003. My best contracts never hit 300. They hit like 298 or something like that. But that was a monster trade. That was a monster trade. And something that I'm super happy is that I've been watching the different communities, and some of you guys took an even better trade. And how can I say it was even better? Well, because your risk was better defined and you actually had a lower risk trade. So some of you guys took this another retest of the pre-market low. Some of you guys took this kind of break and retest of this low of the day. So I really like this drop. No buyers show up here. So this drop was actually like a 10-minute drop, and it was just crazy. So I had this amazing trade, and I closed my position here on the reclaim of this key level, because again I was a bit high on emotions. And let me tell you something. I was a bit high on emotions because at the same time of this trade, I took a trade on futures. So yeah, we are very close to pass my challenge on my first futures account, only using micros on ES on puts, or well, selling ES. And well, that I was a bit high on emotions here, so I decided like, okay, well, let's see. So how did you trim your position? That's a really nice question. All right. So first, I took part of my position right here on these candles here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Why I took some of my position here? Well, for 1/4 of my position here was I took it here. Why? Because this 695, let's go to the 15-minute chart. This 695, this is a key level that we have since many weeks ago, many weeks ago. And it was previous all-time highs, and it was this resistance here, but then it was used as support, but then it was used as support, then it was a resistance again. So this 695 was a very important key level for me. All right. So I took 1/4 of my position here, and I was holding here. And let me tell you something, guys. This is something that I don't do often, but I added to my position here. On this rejection of the pre-market low. I added to my position, and then I took partials here. I replaced my first quarter here. So I took 1/4 here on this 690, the break of this 695 here. Then I took another quarter here on the break of 694. And then I took another quarter here on the break of 693. And as you can see, I was selling on every push, right? This is something that I tell you all the time. Always be selling into strength. So I closed like 10% of my position here, and the rest of the 15% it was on this green candle. I closed most of my position around, well, this 15% of my position right here around 240. So yeah, it was a very nice trade. So as you can see here, I was selling with every push on the break of the round numbers. All right, on the break of the round numbers. All right, then let me go here. Declan, Neto, what do you think about an entry 951? 951 here. That was a good entry. That was a really good entry. Something like this. Yeah. Another rejection of pre-market low. This is a lower high. This is a lower high. Something like this. This was a lower high. Yeah, no, I really like it. This 951, that was a good entry. Good job, Declan. How much did you do here, Declan? Don't tell me dollar, just tell me percentages. Rafa, can you do a video showing us? Yes, I'm super due with that. I'm sorry about that, Rafa. Yes. Andrew, I'm sure you have many times explained the significance of the blue and white levels, but can you describe again? Yes, yes. Let me explain. Dave, you are new on the community, so this is important. So if I go to the 15-minute chart, you will see three different things. Blue lines. Well, the blue lines are the previous highs and lows on the daily chart. All right, this is the daily chart. So previous highs and lows on the daily chart, and it's just the next lower low and the next higher high. All right, those are the blue lines, and the white lines are key levels or pivots on the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, or sometimes in the 1-hour chart, but usually on the 15-minute chart. What are these boxes? Well, these boxes here are like, instead of just a key level, this is kind of a key area, right? This is kind of a key area. Usually, if my key levels are closer than a dollar and a half, I draw a box instead of a line, all right? And well, you can see here, but sometimes, oh, give me 1 second here. Sometimes I use yellow boxes. Come on, give me one yellow box. Yellow boxes. All right, what are the yellow boxes? Yellow boxes are gaps on the daily chart. Gaps on the daily chart. All right. And that's it. Guys, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. All right. Okay. Andrew, was it clear, the lines and the boxes? To Dave, you took puts 950. That was great. That was a good entry. It was just like one candle before. This is something. Look at this. This is something that I say really every other day, Dave. I pay for clarity, so I don't try to guess the top or the bottom of the moves. I like to wait for 1 or 2 candles to actually confirm the move. That's why I wouldn't take this 950. I will prefer this 951. But that was the idea, all right. And that is my style. That is just how I like to do it. But I mean that's it. This depends of everyone, right? There are a lot of traders that they are very aggressive with their entries. So the moment it retests a key level, they take a position. Probably they have like a tighter stop loss or whatever, and they can get like the best premiums, right? Because right here, when the momentum or the move is to the upside, the puts are squeezed. So if you buy here, you get the best premium, right? But I like to wait. All right. Tito, you added too. Yeah, that was kind of like super clear, right? I believe me, guys. I mean, I rarely add to my trades, but right here on this move, I got like 35 or 40%. So I was like, oh, okay, well, if this thing is going back to the downside, I'm gonna replace this. And so today it was an amazing trade for me. Declan, I had 2 RR on that trade, scale a bit aggressively, so I need to work on that, getting better with entries. That's a win, brother. That's a win. I mean, you plan for that trade, you plan for your trims. So it's, remember, we are not chasing percentages here. We are chasing consistency on our process. And if your process was taking profits on the 2RR, that's a win on my books. All right. Everything else after the 2RR, today it happened, but it might not happen. And if your plan was a 2RR, that's perfect. All right. Dave taking notes. Yes. It was for me too. We have several Daves today. Aniket, hi Neto, took the same puts, entry 951, this one here. Targets were 693 and 691. My internet lagged for 5 minutes. Oh my god. And when it came back, I was up more than 100%. Wow. Yeah, lucky you. You know, guys, I'm not sure if I ever told you, but this is something that I learned the hard way. Uh, I remember a time where my internet went down, and it took me like 2 minutes to react and open my Webull on my phone, and like close my trade. It was a loss. It was a loss. I was not as lucky as you, Aniket. Uh, so that was like 3 years ago or something like that. So something that I learned and I do consistently, it's every time I start my session, my trading session, I have my Webull app ready here. I mean, I'm not loading contracts on it, but I'm already logged in, and it's already on my phone, like ready to react, right? Like if something happens, let's say, I mean, power is off or something that, this past year I had power off like a few times. I mean, I don't remember how many, but like I would like to say like 5 times in the year. So I was ready to react. I was ready to react because I mean, if my internet is gone, but probably my phone it's not. So that's something for you to consider. Don't wait until you have an accident like I did. So just like just always be ready. Always be ready. Uh, Andrew had you on full screen. Dian, I really like when SPY losses previous day high in pre-market. Yes, that's kind of a good signal, right? Um, Dave, is it the break of the candle after the retest? Yes. Like not necessarily the previous candle, but like for example here it's this entry here, it's like looking to break this previous low. So now you have like confirmation of this move, right? Uh, Chandru 951, this one here, exit 954 and 55. That was a good trade. That was a good trade. For being honest, I mean, once it reacted right here 955, I was like, oh my gosh, let's see what happened. But when it rejects this pre-market low, I got more conviction, and then it broke like really nice, right? But I mean, it could be 954 or the other key level here. I mean, it I'm not gonna say it's hidden, but it's 690 to 50. That was kind of my last the line on the sand. That's why I cut my trade here, because if you zoom out and look left and use the volume bright price, you will see 692.50. That has been it's a good pivot there. It's a key level on the higher time frame. So that was also another kind of like signal for me to just go out. Yeah, the ape twins. Quantex, I entered on the first on your chart with 3 cons, sold 2 when it cooled up, held the rest up to the bottom of the second. Wow, nice trade, Quantex. Congratulations there. Declan, I'm happy with it, just need to work on taking profits a little later. I'm also trading pretty small, so it's hard to leave trailers when I only have 5 cons. Yes, what you can start doing is like taking 2 contracts on the first drop, and then like the other three, I don't know, like maybe 1 contract on your first target or second target, another contract to a relevant key level, and the fifth contract, let it run to break even or to 300%, but let it run. Like, don't count with your fifth contract. That's something I would recommend. um, Tasnim, hi Neto, I did QQQ. You still have 1 contract running. Oh my god, it's going it's going places right now. It's 61360. I have a key level on 61276, and then the next key level is something around 608. I don't see it. I don't see QQQ dropping to 608, but I see it dropping to 613. So yeah, brother, make it yours. Ionic. I'm not a fan of trading inside the 5 minute range, but sometimes the pre-market low and high is inside the 5 minute range. Do you prioritize pre-market levels in this case? Look, that's a good question. I'm not gonna say I don't care about the 5 minute. I'm not gonna say that, but I will prioritize price action around key levels. So my 15-minute chart key levels are way more relevant than my 5 minute opening range. Right? So right here, the pre-market low, it's inside of the 5 minute opening range. However, look at the price action here. We failed previous day high. All right. We rejected previous day high. We failed pre-market low. We rejected pre-market low. So I don't care if this is inside. Actually, I don't care if this is above the 5 minute opening range, right? It's like the context here. The context here, it's super bearish, right? The context here is super bearish. So yeah, I understand. Uh, I understand, especially if you come from the Scarface community. I know that there we are always saying like, okay, well, I mean, if it's inside of the 5 minute opening range, don't trade it. But zoom out, look left. That's my best recommendation. I mean, don't marry the name of these key levels, right? Don't marry the name of these key levels. I mean, these key levels, I mean, right here, it's the 5 minute opening range high, but it's previous day high. And after failing here, rejecting here, I don't care if it's inside of the 5 minutes, right? I don't care if it's inside of the 5 minutes. But the price action, the narrative is telling me, okay, well, sellers are sitting right here. Sellers are sitting right here and they want to send it lower, right? So instead of, like trying to define what you do based on the names of the key levels, look at the price action. Look at the price action. I think that's my better recommendation, or that's my best recommendation. And I know sometimes when you start doing the break and retest, this might sound like, okay, Neto, I mean, I need more experience, and that's fine, right? That's fine. I mean, if you need more experience in order to start doing your trades, that's fine. Most of the times we always have a retest of the 5 minute, like here, right? Like we actually came down, bounce, retested, rejected pre-market low, and look at this kind of, I mean, it's not a consolidation here, but it's kind of a retest of the 5 minute opening range, right? It's kind of the retest. So I mean, You don't need to take like an aggressive entry like here or here. You can wait for this. You can wait for this. And if you feel comfortable taking trades outside the 5 minute, that's up to you. I mean that there's no right or wrong thing here, right? Um, Tito, have you tried out any new brokers yet? I've been trying Tasty Trades. I like it. I'm still on the demo account. Trying to get skilled on the execution. I still don't trade real trades there. Uh, I like it, but I like Webull more because commissions are close to zero. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying Tasty Trades and I really like it. I like the interface. I like everything. It's just like I don't like to pay. I don't like to pay for trading. They are capped to $10, something like I think it's like $10 per trade. Uh, but still, right? I mean, if you take, let's say you take two trades, average every day, that's $20 times 22 trading days a month. That's that 400. Yeah, I don't like that. That's what I'm saving right now. Justin, weird day for me today. Still kept my green streak alive. Two small losses on SPY calls. All right, and made it all back for a small green day with QQQ puts 1158. I'm going to QQQ in a minute. All right. Uh Quantex, may I request you to trade live with us for you may request, but I'm friendly declining your request. Um, Paul, hi Neto, how much does a contract cost on SPY? Still, well, this one here was 64 cents. 64 cents. So one contract was like $60. Yeah, I think yeah, one contract is like $60. Dave, you okay? Rafa, I took a QQQ short. Give me 1 second for QQQ. But if it was 951, it was the second trade on SPY, so it's gonna be a great trade. Uh, Tasnim, nothing to lose at this point. It's just a curiosity at what the highest return of investing. I will exit out. Just don't be a greedy pig, all right? I mean, if you see, oh my god, oh my god, previous week low. I mean, just watch out. When you see a change of character, that's it, right? And I will say, go to the 5 minute chart, not the 1 minute chart. I mean, now that it's late on the day, I will say go to the 5 minute chart and manage it on the 5 minute chart, if that makes sense for you. Rafa, is Tasty Trade International? Yes, that's the main reason I'm trying and testing Tasty Trades right now. Because when I move to Spain, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for Webull to ask me to stop trading from there. Probably all the way to December because my fiscal residence is still gonna be here. But I don't know. Like, so I don't want to, like start trying something once it's a problem, right? So that's why I started right now. But yes, Tasty Trade is international. How long do you plan on staying in Spain? Tricky question. I can tell you how long I plan to stay in Europe. And the answer will be like the rest of my life. Uh, Spain, in my plan, is my first step, but I need to see my family, right? Like I still have kids, and I mean, I would like to live in Italy, but that's That's a talk for later, Tito. Reply to my email. I will tell you there. Dave, what is the shaded area? Yeah, the shaded area, it's a key level on the 15-minute chart, but when my key levels are closer than $1.50, instead of two lines, I just draw a box. All right. Mr. Hans, on IBKR today, I paid for trading with 5 contracts nearly $9. I know. Yeah, and TOS is it's even worse. Yeah, TOS is even worse. Dave, un mexicano en España. Yeah, we are gonna be five. Well, that's a story for later. But actually, we are moving three families, two friends with their families and myself. So yeah, it's gonna be great. We all are moving to Valencia, so you will see. You will see later this year. As it just a VPN and that's it. Yeah, but I mean, I know we can use a VPN, but they never had requested me like like an update on my documents. But I'm not sure if they do it like like every 5 years or. I mean, if they ask me later on my life, like, hey, send me your residence or something, I'm gonna have a problem. But yeah, I mean that's what I'm planning to do, using a VPN. TOS contracts 662 commission and fees. Yes, Bebo, I know. Hey, Oscar! How you doing, Oscar? Welcome back, and welcome back to Traders Laugh. I was reading your messages there, the micro habits. I hope that you like that session. Dave, one last question. How do you pick which contracts to pick? Is it zero DTE and what's yes. I only trade SPY puts same day expiration or 0 day expiration, and I'm always using the next contract, the next strike to the downside, the one in the money, right? So right now, look, for example, right now it's trading at well, it's tricky. Right now it's trading 686.11. I will take 685 put. Right? Okay. All right. Mr. Hans, what is your plan for tomorrow? I don't know. I refine my key levels and charts at night, and that's when I like try to do my plan for the next day. I think, and this is just me. I think after this super red day, tomorrow is just gonna be a choppy day. Just like kind of rebalancing. However, the key level that I like a lot was 690. So if we stay below 690, even at the open, I think we can see more downside. We can see more downside. Where I mean, we are 686, so 681. It's not that crazy anymore, right? It's not that crazy anymore. Like this box here is not that crazy anymore, right? Like 681, 680 area. I don't know. Yeah, for being like yeah, like the next support is just this one here, right? Like 680, 617, 6. I'm sorry, 680, 678. I don't know. Yes, sir. Remember to like and subscribe. Please, please remember like and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. Let's see QQQ. QQQ 951, 950. This rejection of what is this? 625. Yes. Yes, this rejection of 625, kind of this one candle rule or break and retest of an order block. This candle week, it's a glitch on TradingView. I already watch Webull, and I already watched Tasty Trades. This is just on TradingView. All right. Actually, if we go, for example, to the daily, where is it? 6:30. 6:30. Oh well, it right here it's showing in different time frames. But well, in Webull and Tasty Trades, this candle week is not, it's not like that. It actually just touches this area here. It didn't reclaims this 625.85. So okay, so guys, this is the one trade that you were saying, 950, 951. I really like it. Dave, this is what I was explaining with I pay for clarity. So right here, we rejected 625. We retested 625, second retest, third retest, but I need some sort of rejection of 625, right? Some sort of rejection 625. So I will take this candle here at the bottom of this candle. Even here, like 624.50, let's say 624.50. And my first target, my very first target will be something like this, 622. That's a 1 to 2.6 risk reward ratio trade. That's actually pretty decent. And then 620, let's say 620. Round number, whole number, strike number. And this was almost a 1 to 4.6 risk reward, right? So that was a nice trade. Then what is this? What is this thing here? Okay, well, this here, it's break and retest of 620, 621, rejection, then boom, you take this other trade right here at failing this 620.30. And what will be your targets? Well, actually, this was kind of tricky because you may have your previous day low right here. All right, that was a 1 to 1.7. I don't like it too much, but right here it was the previous week low, and I think that was a good level. That was a good level. So right here you have like a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade, but maybe your risk will be a little bit less than this. So yeah, maybe you have like a 1 to 3 risk reward here, and then again another break, retest of this 620.30. You don't take the retest, you take the next candle when it's below the bodies of the previous candles, and then you will try 617. And this was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. I like it a lot. I think sometimes I think like QQQ is clearer. It's just, I don't know. I like more SPY. When I'm watching QQQ, I'm always like, like trying to see what SPY is doing. But when I'm watching SPY, that's the only thing I do. I don't watch QQQ at all. So yeah, that's why I trade SPY. But if you guys remember, like 6 months ago, I was also doing QQQ, but not anymore. It's just right now, it's just SPY. Do Mr. Hans, do you still trade QQQ or only SPY? Well, I just I just answered that. Rafa, you use E-Trade, and I have the same candle week. This one here. Well, I don't know, probably They are using the same data package. All right, guys. What about IWM? IWM, as you know, that's a different animal, right? That's a different animal. It doesn't move like SPY. It doesn't move like QQQ. It's just, just different. So I like this one here because this is the only bullish setup that I like. But that's just me, right? That was the break and retest of the previous day high. That was the break and retest of the previous day high. I really like this one here. It was a 1-2-3 risk reward ratio trade, but you needed to be like really quick taking profits here because it reversed from high of the day all the way to low of the day. And welcome to the indices life. Welcome to the indices life. However, this thing offer exactly this setup, right? So this previous day high, 263.77, was this support was turned into resistance, and then you will say, Neto, but how are you taking puts on previous day high? Well, because right here, this line, its name is previous day high. However, on the price action, this is a support level turned into resistance, and this is exactly the break retest boom, right? Failing to create new highs, break, displacement, and retest of a previous support turn into resistance key level, and then the drop. So I really like this trade here. And for example, this stop loss, it's a bit dramatic, right? Maybe you will have your stop loss something like here. Let's say the 1 minute opening range high. And if you have low of the day as your target, it was a 1-3 risk reward ratio trade. So that was not bad. That's not bad. And if you took the bottom of this, it was a 1-3.7 risk reward ratio trade. That's pretty decent. Oscar, I took that second leg. It worked down to the confluence on this one here, Oscar. This IWM thing. Devon, I caught a 250% trade on SPX this morning. Wow. Congratulations, Devon. I have a question for you, Devon. Do you use the SPX chart or do you use the SPY chart to trade? Because, for example, when I'm trading futures, when I'm trading the micros on ES, I'm using the SPY chart. I'm not using the future chart. That's a personal preference. I know there's people that only, like they trade on the chart that they are, of the underlying they are trading. However, the ES, SPY, SPX, they are the same asset. It's just, like a different, all right? Okay. Well done there, Oscar. The break and retest of the pre-market low. That was a great one. Tasnim, I was watching both, but QQQ was cleaner than SPY. Yeah, sometimes that's what I say, right? Like sometimes QQQ looks like looks like like they are it has a cleaner break and retest. But I like I like the price action on SPY. It's more, it's sharper, so it's more dramatic. And I like that. I like that. All right, guys. So let's go to some tech names. What about AMD? Well, AMD this was the only thing that I was watching on AMD. Actually, this second trade, I couldn't take it because that was kind of, like a consolidation area. However, I like this one here. It was the break and retest of this order block. But not only the order block here, 247.50. That's a key level on that's a key level on AMD. I don't have this key level here, but I remember 247.50. I don't know why, but on AMD, even when the strike numbers are like $1 each, it used to be every $2.50. So for people that remember that, that's why I like 240, 240, 250, 245, 247.50. Those are kind of the levels that I like, right? So as you can see here, I mean, it was the break and retest to 47.50, and look at this. My target here was actually 242.50. That's actually what happened. So not sure if anyone took AMD today. Oh, AMD earnings today, so nobody should be trading AMD. Okay, let's go to the next one. Amazon. Amazon, well, I mean, it dropped with nonstop. It dropped nonstop. If you were stubborn and you were trying something on Amazon, I think this was the only thing available. This break and retest of 240. 240 here, and your target should be, I don't know, like this previous day low. I don't like it. Even when it was like 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade. But I really like this 237.64. That was a key level on the daily chart. So that was something that I like actually more. And after, look at this, after these kind of rejections, I will cut my trade somewhere around here. Anyone took Amazon today? No? Okay, let's go. What happened with Nvidia? Nvidia was kind of very easy. It was the break and retest of this 5-minute opening range low. However, it was rejecting this 184.30. Let's see what was that. 184.30. Where is this level coming from? Well, from a few weeks ago, right? 184.30. But I think, like more relevant to this key level was this area here, right? This 183.50, 184.50. So once it was rejecting this area here, that was a nice trade to the downside. You wanted a second chance here. Well, what about this? This is a break and retest of this order block here. And also it was 182. No, it never hit 182. But I like this. I like this. This was kind of very obvious move to the downside. We already had this 180 key level on the chart. So I don't know, like it was just chasing 180, right? Oscar, I agree. SPY has more follow through than QQQ because it's the entire market. Yes, QQQ is like strongly leverage on tech companies, but SPY has healthcare, banks, everything on the finance, also software, also retail, oil and gas, so everything, right? Yes, I do agree that SPY has like a broader side of the market. All right. And I think this is the trade that Jack took this morning, right? I mean, not sure if it was this entry here. I think it was. But that was an amazing trade. That was an awesome trade. And Tesla. Okay, here. Neto, why would you take a trade inside of the 5-minute opening range? Why would you take a trade inside of the 5-minute opening range? I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me here. Guys, why do you think this will be an opportunity here? I'm not saying I took it. I'm not saying I took it, but why would you think this is a decent opportunity even when it's inside of the 5-minute opening range? Lower high, okay. What else? Cree, 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 cree. Crickets. below previous day high as well. Exactly. Below previous day high, rejecting this. I mean, even when this 424 was the low of the day, it was the previous candle to the market open. This is the actual real pre-market low, right? So if you rejected twice this pre-market low, remember guys, and this is why it's important to see, to open your eyes, to zoom out and look left. Yes, pre-market low was here, but look at this, the actual pre-market low was right here, 424.78. That's where the market actually was failing, right? If you go back, that's also like the extended hours high. Yes, something like that. So that's why I will take the 5 minute. I mean, this trade rejecting pre-market low, rejecting 425, rejecting below previous day high. That's what I will take these kind of trades, even if it's inside of the 5 minute opening range. All right. Um, yes, yes. All right. I think Oscar has a delay on the video. Maybe. All right. So that's all for today, guys. I hope that you had an incredible day. If you took a loss, if you are red on the day, if your trades are if you are done for the day, guys, close the broker and just watch the charts. If you want to take a trade, use your notebook, use your pencil, use your pen, and do it on a demo account or do it on the notebook. You don't need to risk your account later on the day. All right. So stay focused, plan your trades, trade your plans, and I will see you tomorrow with more trade reviews, guys. For the Daves, for the new Daves, for the new guys on the community, welcome to here. If you already have your edge, if you already have your strategy working, remember, you can find more information right here on tradingperformancecoach.com. I do have a mentoring and coaching program on performance. It's not on the technical side, it's on the mindset, habits, and routines side. So guys, if you are interested on any of the programs, please go there, ask anything that you need to ask. They are very affordable, and I have a lot of success cases. One of the recent success cases is Randall. Today, he made 200% on his trade. And it's not about his skills, it's about how he's approaching to the market, how he's using his mindset to leverage and empower his attitude and his skills. All right. So guys, if you are ready to level up your game, remember, just go to Trading Performance Coach and I will reply personally. All right. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.